Hey, my fellow property managers, Mark at Grace Management. This video is coming out at the end of 2025, and I want to talk to you about the most important thing you need to do between now and the end of the year, which is create and send out your year-end owner letter. Now, if you've never heard of that concept of a year-end owner letter, I'm glad you're watching this video. This has been one of the most effective communication tools we have had with our owner clients. We've done this many, many years, and it is fabulous from a communication standpoint. So let me just take a couple minutes, explain to you what it is, how to structure it, why it's there. I'll tell you how you can get a copy of ours. We've just completed ours. We'll be sending ours out to all of our owner clients here in the next few weeks. I truly believe that this is the most important non-urgent thing you need to be doing between now and the end of the year. You remember you've been in those classes where they talk about important things versus urgent things. This is not urgent. If you don't do this, your company isn't going to blow up. But it's incredibly important. It's one of the things that you need to create time to do, to positively communicate to all of your owner clients about what's going on in your market as a retention tool for your owner clients and set expectations for next year as well. So a couple things, if you're thinking like, Mark, what do I put in my year-end owner letter? Well, what we typically do is we break it into 3 sections. Section 1 of your year-end owner letter is going to be a review of the current year. You're going to talk about what has happened in your market in 2024. Now, this is not a property specific. You don't say, well, your water heater went out back in March and then the tenant moved out in July. We had the door repainted in August. It's not property specific. You're talking about your market, the market conditions. So for example, when we're talking about 2024, we're going to talk about a lot of legal changes. We talk about all the new laws that came into place in Colorado. We link to them in our letter. We talk about some national laws. We link to them as well. We talk about the rental trends. We talk about rents staying flat or declining a little bit. What else do we talk about? The legislative changes, all of the laws and the links to those laws, some highlights of those laws they need to be aware of. We're just talking about, hey, here's what happened in 2024. That's section 1. Now, section 2 of the letter talks about a preview of next year. What do you expect to happen in your market in 2025? And you can talk about expected renter demand. Do you expect renter demand to decline? Do you think it's going to increase? Are rents going to go up? Are they going to stay flat? Now, it's not a crystal ball. You're not going to be making exact predictions, but you can talk about the trends that you're seeing. Talk about expenses. You anticipate insurance costs to continue to increase, and HOA costs, and property taxes, and maintenance costs to continue to increase, and rents to stay relatively flat. We're talking about that to preview them for next year as well. Now, before I tell you about this 3rd section of the letter, I want to thank the sponsor for this video, 4.5. We're talking about owner communication, how to retain owners. Well, one way to attract new clients is you've got to have your digital online marketing tight. What 4.5 can do are things like content marketing for your website. They can help you with Google ads. They help you with SEO, copyright. They can even do reputation management for you and email marketing. You've got to make sure that all of your digital online marketing is effective, or you're not going to be able to reach new owner clients. Jump on their website, 4.5.com, and we'll link to it here. Look at the things that they can do to help you grow your property management company in 2025. Okay, what's the 3rd section of your letter? The 3rd part of our letter, we're going to use as an opportunity to talk a little bit about us. Give yourself a pat on the back. Talk about your lease renewal rate this past year. Talk about how you've improved your applicant screening process. You've improved your tenant payment options and your rent collection. All those things that you know that you do really well, but you don't really get a chance to talk about that to your owner clients. Share with them some of those highlights that you've had internally. That's what we do in part 3 as we're talking about what is going on in our business in that way. Now, if you want, you can also use this as an opportunity to introduce changes in your fee structure. We have some of that in place here for us as well. Now, if you're scratching your head and you're like, Mark, I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work. And by the way, it is a lot of work. 6 pages is a lot of work. Trust me, my friends, but it is well worth it in my opinion. So if I haven't convinced you why you should be doing this, let me give you a couple reasons. 2 reasons. Number 1, it sets expectations for next year. If you tell them that the market is slowing and costs are going up and rent is flat, then when their tenant moves out in a couple months and you tell them that, hey, that the rent's going to stay flat, they're going to be able to hopefully remember back and be like, that's right. You did tell me to expect a slowing market. You did tell me to expect maintenance costs to increase a little bit in 2025. You're setting expectations. Setting expectations in our business is so important. That's what this can help do for you in 2025. And the second thing is it reminds your owners why they need you. You may have been watching this and think, well, Mark, if I send a 6-page letter to my owners, they're not even going to read it. And you know what? You're probably right. Most of my owners probably won't read this. Most of them will glance at it. They'll maybe read a highlight or two. They'll flip through. They'll link. They'll click maybe something. They'll see what we're doing, and they'll be like, "Whew, this is a lot. I'm not going to read this," which is fine. But here's what I hope they do. I hope they think to themselves, "It's a good thing I've got Grace Management working for me, because there's a lot of crazy laws that are in place. There's a lot of nutty stuff going on. I'm glad I have them in my corner, and I don't need to worry about that stuff." So if none of my owner clients read it, but they just see the highlights, they see the links to the new legislation that is passed, and they think, "Whew, I don't want to mess with that," they don't have to. We mess with that for them. That's how it's going to remind their owners. Now, if you're a member of our PM video coaching group, you've already received a copy, an editable copy of this letter. I think it went out today, the day I'm recording this video here, October 31st. If you would like a copy, you need to join our video coaching group. We make this in an editable format exclusively available to that group. You can jump on our website, pmbuild.com, sign up for that. I promise this will be incredibly valuable to you that way. As we're approaching the end of the year, as a reminder, we've partnered with Enterprise Bank. If you are a client of Enterprise Bank, you can use your Enterprise Bank earnings credits to join our video coaching group. You can use your Enterprise video credits to sign up for our Visit Grace event. Come visit me, spend 2 days at my office with me and my team at a date in 2025. You can utilize your credits for anything that we have on our PM Build website. Just drop me an email. We can make that happen for you very, very easily. We're excited to continue partnering with Enterprise Bank on that. If you're not working with Enterprise Bank, by the way, my friends, come on. That is the bank that every property manager, in my opinion, should be using. But jump on our website, PM Build, see the things you can do there. We did just this week announce and release our Visit Grace event timing for 2025. We're going to have an event in February. Come spend 2 days with me in my office. We'll have future ones, but you can sign up for February right now. We do expect that to fill up pretty quickly. But check out our podcast, check out our Facebook group if we can be of help. Until next time, and as always, my friends, I wish you success.